Now at the deep part of the sea, the very bottom, we will notice if we go down there with some sort of a submarine, we will notice that along some volcano sides, on the side of it, there are colonies of what we call tube worms. And I call them hydrothermal tube worms. Better, easy terminology, hot water vent tube worms. In other words, they come from the very bowels beneath the bed of the ocean, which is sulfur and brimstone, from hell to high water. And this is where our problem lies. We are not digesting the food as we should. And this all took place when this heart that should be directly in the center went over to the left side. And that represents itself on the globe of the world. And the globe of the world has two north poles. Now listen carefully. And what you see out there is what's in us. So we don't have the inner sight yet. We can certainly make parallels with what's outside that's inside of us. But remember, that outside can be that way only because it is in us. So, in other words, you are the crowning creation. You create all these things. So I'm going to make a diagram here and show you what I'm talking about. Let's assume that's the Earth. Of course, the Earth doesn't look that way. It looks like an egg. 365 degrees. A circle is 360 degrees. So coming this way, there is a beam, and that beam, nobody knows from where it comes or where it goes. But as our spiritual friends have told us that we must become attached to it, to become the creators, to do the magic, and also to assist people when they need help. So what happened here? So when this heart went this way, that went that way and that went that way. And this is what we call magnetic north. And this is true north. That's in us that way. Oh, did you ever spin a top? And when you give that top zoom, it stays in one spot. It just rotates. It doesn't go this way, it just rotates. But as it starts losing its fuel, its wood, now it starts to revolve. And as it keeps revolving, it starts to lean. You follow? Digest it. Think about it. This is the fall of mankind. Right here. It is done for a purpose. Because those who were in front of us have learned everything that was possible to learn, and so they sent us here now to learn the same as they learned, only in a different tone or frequency. And the very basic principle of chiropractic is tone. I personally think that sometimes, a couple of days ago, this clock is going tick, 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 tick. And when it does, this will be aligned with the God beam. Because that beam is called God Almighty, the Omnipotent. So now, look at your intestines, feel them, sense them. Many things have to go. Because if we're going to digest our food into the elements, that is, if I eat proteins, I have carbon, I have hydrogen, I have oxygen, I have nitrogen, sometimes I could have sulfur, potassium, and they have to be broken down into the elements, not into amino acids. But before all that can happen, that heart has to start going this way, and as it does, those big, long hydrovent tubes have three feelings: sense, sight, and sound.